Let me begin with a simple truth. 70% or more of people who win the lottery lose it all within a few years and are poorer than they were before they won the lottery. Imagine, millions are gone and people are going back to poverty. Why that? Because money without the right money mindset disappears, period. And this is the painful truth about money, why poor people stay poor. Out of your own experience, have you ever waited for payday and when you received your salary, you spent it within a week? For rent, food, a new iPhone, dining out, and you were poor again, short of money? That's the poverty cycle that keeps millions of people trapped lifelong. Earn, spend, survive, repeat. I know this because at a young age, I did exactly that. And when I earned a little more, I spent a little more. Therefore, my money wasn't growing. I was just running a little faster on the same treadmill. I was in the financial survival mode. Give you an example for different mindsets. Two men are working the same job, same salary, same office. The one watches TV, looks Netflix, enjoys restaurants, small pleasures. The other one spends 1 hour a day learning a foreign language, let's say Spanish. Another hour he reads about business. And instead of buying new clothes every month, he saves and invests. Small amounts at first, gradually rising. After 10 years, the first man is still working in the same office, trapped in his financial survival mode. The second one owns his own small company. Same job, same salary, different choices, different futures. This is the secret, which is not really a secret. Poverty is not about money. It's about mindset. It's about mindset habits. Take J.K. Rowling. She was living on welfare, a single mom. She was rejected by 12 publishers. She could have said, I'm poor. I don't have a chance. But she kept writing. Her ideas became books. Her books became movies. And the movies became an empire. She turned words into billions. She turned pain into power. That's not luck. That's mindset. The dangerous mindset of the poor is, I don't have enough, so let me spend it so that I have a little bit of fun, feeling good now. Let me consume stuff that makes me look a little rich. Instead of investing in what makes them rich. Unfortunately, the idea of investing, poor people don't even think of it. Survival thinking of the poor eats the seed. Growth thinking of the rich plants the seed, waters and nurtures it, and waits for the tree to grow. Farmers and gardeners know that this is true. If you eat the seed, you will stay hungry. Now, I want to ask you, are you surviving or are you growing? Are you chasing comfort or are you building skills? Do you spend to look rich or do you invest to become rich? Poor people stay poor, not necessarily because they are lazy. Some work harder than anybody else. Poor people stay poor because all their energy goes into surviving today instead of building tomorrow. Poverty is not just in the wallet. It's, more importantly, in the mind. Change your mind and your wallet will follow and fill. Let me repeat. Poor people don't stay poor because they don't have enough money. They stay poor because they have the mindset and the habit to fall into the money traps that are lurking and luring all around, in your shopping mall, on your smartphone, in the ads that you see every day. Know this, the moment people have an extra money, they don't invest it. They buy new stuff, a phone, a car, a bigger TV, whatever. Poor people want to look rich. Rich people want to stay rich and become richer. By comparison, Warren Buffett, one of the richest people on earth, still lives in the house that he bought 1958. Another guy who earns 500 euros a week spends 1,000 euro to buy a new phone. You better do not confuse looking rich and being rich. The second trap poor people fall into is fear. And know that the biggest threat is doing nothing out of fear. Not starting anything out of fear. How many times have you heard somebody say, I don't want to start a business. I don't want to invest. It's too risky. I might lose money. And then they put their money into their savings account, get 2%, and lose 10% on inflation. So they don't save money, they lose money. The biggest risk is not failing, which we all do. The biggest risk is not trying. The third trap I want to talk about is procrastination. Poor people say, one day I will start saving. One day I'll start a business. One day I will start investing. And they never do. If you start now investing, if you start now creating a business, and do not procrastinate, a phenomenon that Albert Einstein has called the eighth wonder of the world, the compound interest effect will begin to work. The compound interest effect is exponentially growing interests. This is amazing. So the sooner you begin, the sooner the compounding effect will start. With your money, with your skills, with your business, with everything. Don't wait for the perfect time, because the perfect time will never come. Start now. Next, the fourth trap in this context is your environment. Poor people surround themselves with poor thinkers. They think and talk about football and the latest movie on TV and parties, and they gossip. They waste their time. Rich people, what do? What friends do they have? They talk about business, investing, personal growth. And guess what your activities will look like if you are surrounded by that kind of people. You will invest in yourself. You read books, you listen to audios, you go to uplifting events, and so forth. In summary, poor people fall into four traps: consumption, fear, procrastination, and poor environment. Life is not just living. Life is about growing. As long as you fall into these four traps, money will always control you instead of you controlling money. Another habit of poor people is blaming others. They say, it's not my fault. My boss is a crook. And my parents never gave me a good education. And the circumstances are so unfortunate. But blaming others will never put food on your table or pay your bills. Blaming others will never build your future. The richest people were never people without problems. They were people who took responsibility and did not blame. They were just in the habit of overcoming problems. And when they fell, they got up again and again and again. And they don't blame others. They take responsibility and get busy. And now, drum roll, is poverty a life sentence? No, it's not. Poverty is a mindset, and a mindset can be changed. Yes, you can change your mindset. Since success is not where you start, but how you invest in yourself, you learn and grow, and learn and grow, and fail and get up, and learn from your mistakes and grow. That is success. Oprah Winfrey, Jack Ma, J.K. Rowling, who wrote Harry Potter, and countless others have started with nothing and are now living a life that nobody has ever dreamt possible. On the other hand, extremely wealthy people lose it all. Why? Because they have stopped growing, building, and expanding. They have become defensive, afraid to lose it all. And that's why they lost it all. A simple rule. Stop chasing money. Start chasing values for other people. Ask yourself, how can I create value for others and earn money while I sleep? Bill Gates said it very simple. If you are born poor, it's not your fault. If you die poor, it is. When you solve problems, when you help people, if you add value to other people's lives, money will follow. I said it already, poor people love to buy stuff. Rich people, in contrast, buy skills. And these skills can earn you money for the rest of your life. Skills compound. And when your skills compound, your income grows. And when your income grows, the compound interest will take care of amazing wealth growth. Next, how do you see failure? Poor people fear failure. Rich people learn from failures. Thomas Edison, inventor of the light bulb, failed 10,000 times before it worked. That's the mindset of rich people. And you can get trained in this ability. It's called mindset training. Next, think long term. Poor people ask, what will this decision pay me today? Rich people ask, what result will this decision today bring me in 5 or 10 years? So, stop chasing money, start chasing values. Stop buying stuff, start buying skills. Stop fearing failure, start learning from it. Stop thinking short-term, start building long-term. The moment your mindset changes, your life changes. Because money is not the problem, the mindset is. And when your mindset grows, success and money will follow. To be absolutely clear, if you have understood this information by now, this is still not enough. You must act now. You must act today. Do you want to keep living the same story, or will you write a new one? This is up to you. And don't hesitate, don't procrastinate. Start now. Ask yourself, if others could and can do it, why not me? I might not have the money, but I have courage. I may not have education, but I can learn. I may not have connections, but I can build them. Stop saying I'm poor. Start saying I am not finished yet. And now let me finish with this one. Poor people stay poor because they think they have no choice. But you have a choice to think differently. And this you can learn if you so decide. My name is Dr. Wulff, a leading expert in mindset transformation and personal success. By joining me, you will unlock proven strategies to elevate your mindset and transform your life. Explore more in the video description.